This is how to create dynamic connections between objects in Adobe Illustrator. You can do these dynamic connections with all kind of shapes, but it tends to work the best with perfect circles. So now let's pick the ellipse tool. And to make a perfect circle, we simply hold down the Shift key and draw a circle. And to show this effect, we need another circle. So let's create another one a bit smaller next to it. Now let's pick the selection tool, select both of these circles, then right click the circles and click Compound Path. We need to make this a compound path before this can work. Now let's go to Effect, go to Path and go to Offset Path. Here we can click the preview button right here and we can select the offset we want. The bigger you make this offset, the further away the objects can be from each other and still connect. So you might have to play around with this. Now go to the joins and select round. And when you're done, remember the value that you typed in right here, which in my case is 50 pixels, but it can be more or less in your case. Click OK. Now once again, go to Effect, go to Path, go to Offset Path again, and maybe this pop-up will show up on your screen as well. And if it does, you simply click Apply New Effect. Now type in minus and then the value that you had before, 50 in my case. Then joins again and click round, click preview, and if everything is correct set up, you should have a connection right here. Then click OK. And the cool thing about this connection is that if we take this direct selection tool and select only one of these circles, we can move it and the link will move along with it. We can also move it further away and you can tell it will connect at some point. And the higher the value that you chose, the further away I could move this and it will still connect. In my case, it will be about here. You can also still resize these shapes by first selecting them with the direct selection tool, the white arrow, then go to the selection tool, hold down the Alt key and the Shift key and resize them like this. And of course, you can also just use the direct selection tool to just alter the shape if you like to. And if you want to add another link, maybe we want 2 of these links, we can do this by first creating the other shape, and I will just for the sake of this video choose a square. Then to add this square, we need to select the shapes we have already linked and not the new square. Then right click, release compound path, then select all the shapes, right click again and make compound path. And this will add the new shape to the compound path. But as you can tell, it doesn't look as good with a square. If you like this video, please hit the like button and here's the next video that YouTube recommends for you.